Hey guys, it's Fiona and welcome back to the channel. Today I am wrapping up all the manga I read in May. So if you follow me on Twitter or anything like that, or probably my blog post will be up by now, I don't know. I read a lot of Manga May. I dubbed it Manga May in the end because I read a lot, and I mean a lot. So without further ado, I'm going to dive straight on into all the manga I read. I'm not going to hold them all up because some of them are ridiculous, but you will get an idea of what I read. So the first ones I'm going to talk about are Love and Lies Volume 3, 4 and 5. I was a little bit behind on the series, but I've done some catching up. I am really enjoying it. So it's starting to take some very interesting different turns. I think this could get really deep. Basically, in this world, the government chooses your partner based on science, and there is a possibility that something in the system had gone wrong and the main character actually got a different partner, but then it was changed, or someone's accessed the files. And this character here, she is fairly new into the books. She seems like she knows a lot more than she's letting on. It's getting very interesting. So there's the main character, there's the one that is the selected partner. I'm terrible at remembering names, I'm sorry. And then there is like the love interest. I don't really like the love interest. I think the selected partner is much cuter. It's really interesting world to see. What if this was a reality? Like, everything else is pretty normal except this one, like, thing. So you can totally see it being realistic, which is kind of creepy, kind of scary. It's done really well. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. Next, I have Kigurumi Guardians Volume 1, 2 and 3 that I read this month. I've been interested in this series for a little while and only recently picked it up. I recently bought the first volume because it was on offer in Travelling Man, and the same day I read said first volume I went back for the second and third. This is a really fun, kind of like Sailor Moon but hot guys in Kigurumis that only change into hot guys if they're kissed by their guardian. It's really ridiculous, but I absolutely love it, and the art style is gorgeous. The only problem is it's on hiatus, and I didn't know this before I started it, because if I did, I probably wouldn't have read it. And the third one ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. There is currently no sign of the series restarting, so I guess I'll just have to wait. Maybe just give up. I don't know. But for anyone who's interested, this is definitely really cute to at least read the first one to get an idea of what the series is like. It is ridiculous, but it's awesome. The next series I read, I actually marathoned volumes 1 through 12 in the space of about 3 days. I already owned 1 through 10. And then we bought 11 and 12 because we realised they'd come out and we were caught up. So that is My Hero Academia, of course. If you've heard me at all or you follow my blog, I practically mention My Hero Academia every single month because I freaking love it. It is one of my all-time favourites, and the manga is so good. And oh my god, I cannot wait for them to animate some of the scenes that are coming up in this series, or in this season I should say. They're gonna be so good! This is about a society of people who are born with superpowers. In this world they're called quirks. They're all different, they're inherited. There are some people who are now born without them, but they're very few and far between compared to people born with quirks. So the main character Deku isn't born with a quirk, but meets his hero All Might, and everything changes. I'm not going to say much more than that, but honestly, it's so good. If you want something that has a bit of a detailed start, it's a little bit slower in the start, kind of info heavy, not super info dumpy, but a little bit, but it helps you understand the world with quirks. And then it turned into this amazing action series. Like, some of the illustrations are amazing and so good. So we will be carrying on catching up with this. We are eagerly anticipating the next volume. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I'm so excited. I decided not to hold up all 12 volumes because I would probably drop them because manga's very slippery. So here's volume 1, but seriously, please read it. It's so good. And I read Takane and Hana volume 2. This is a new favourite of mine, a new recent series, and it's so fun. Like, I love me some contemporary this time of year. You guys know this. And it is about two very sassy but very different characters. One is in high school and the other is the son of a CEO, basically, like a giant company. They meet through an arranged marriage meeting with the female main character posing as her older sister, and the two characters have a love-hate relationship. It's so cute and so funny and so sassy. Like, the sass levels are sky high and it is ridiculous. Again, there is quite a big age gap between the two characters, but it kind of doesn't matter in manga, and I don't really see it as an issue. It's just more about being funny than like them doing anything they shouldn't be doing. It's completely innocent in that way, so I really enjoy it for that factor, and just because the characters are so sassy. Sassy characters are some of my favourite characters. And the last manga I'm going to talk about is actually one I did not finish. I have never before DNF'd a manga. And I've been reading manga on and off since I was 12, 13. I'm now 29, so a long time. I did take a few years where I didn't read any, but I usually read a couple a year, and I've read a lot in the last couple of years, as you know from this bookcase here. And that is Astra, Lost in Space Volume 1. So I saw the cover for this and the synopsis and thought, space manga sounds dramatic, sounds like a YA in a manga form. I'm down for this. It sounded really cool. Basically, it is a class of kids that get stranded on a planet and things don't seem to be going the way that they were told they would go. This is like a summer camp type thing. I don't even know where to start with this. Let me find an example. The illustrations are really nice. Don't get me wrong. The characters are completely unlikable. There are pages like this one here, which are almost entirely text with the characters just standing around, and that I just do not get. If you can't show the characters doing something rather than just explaining it all in text, write a light novel. This isn't how mangas are supposed to be. There should be some drama done with the scenes, not just everyone stood and it's all the same kinds of shots, like 2 close-ups, you know, 2 of just people standing and then a slightly different angle. But it's all done with text bubbles. There's like 2 hands in motion. There is nothing explaining what these characters' personalities are like. There's just not a lot of visual interest. They're either standing still or running. There's no in between. And I don't like any of the characters. I just found it so bland, so boring. Too much text, not enough like visual interest, not enough prompts with vision. Like, look, there's so much text. And it's not necessary. If you can't show it through imagery, then you need to change your storyline to make it work. So this is quite a hefty beast, and I didn't finish it. I was really disappointed because I was really looking forward to this, and I've never felt this way about a manga before. So it's a bit sad, but sometimes that's just the way things are. Have you read any of the manga I read this month? Did you enjoy them? Did you not? Have you read Astra, Lost in Space? Do you agree with my thoughts and feelings? Please let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!